Blessings and welcome everyone. Just a reminder before we begin. Your rising sign horoscope will give you additional clarity as to how a great deal of your sun sign horoscope may show up, and your moon sign horoscope will give you the less prominent side story that'll also be playing out for this 2-week period. Remember, horoscopes serve best when observed, like a weather or traffic report. You have influence over all outcomes with your thoughts, actions, choices, and deeds. Use the information that presents to help you make the highest choices for the highest outcomes. If you wish to schedule any of my services or like access to more content via my Patreon, follow the links below or go to my website, integrativemysticism.com. Hi there, Scorpio. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to the week starting April 5th, 2021. And just a quick heads up for all y'all out there. If you are on Patreon as a supporter, thank you very much, by the way. Don't forget your weekly bonus astrology report will be out here just after we get to the end of the night tonight. So keep that in mind. You've got an extra horoscope to be watching. And remember, we are doing double readings. Same format, just extra cards. And so what have we got going on here? Well, let's talk about the astrology first, because we do have a recent move I want to talk about, and that is Mercury. Very recently, just a few hours ago at the time of recording this video, moved into Aries, which is your 6th house of work, reputation, schedule, your lifestyle, and even your physical health to a certain degree. And Mercury is the planet of communication, haste, speed, and intelligence. Now with Mercury in the 6th house, you're going to be noticing that a lot of processes that you have going on, as well as new processes that you take on over the course of the next 2.5 to 3 weeks, are actually going to start becoming a lot more fruitful and start to show their results a lot more quickly, especially when it comes to things you are trying to implement in order to increase productivity, profitability, or again, make a certain dent in a health plan that you are working on right now. Now remember, I am not your health authority. I am not a doctor, and no reader is. So you want to keep that in mind and use common sense. But with Mercury in the 6th house, it's also a time for you to enjoy a bit of becoming more recognized in your office, in your field, in your business, in your community. Because with Mercury in our 6th house, we also start to become a lot more celebrated for our talents, celebrated for our abilities, and find ourselves in increasing demand and possibly increasing influence if there are some things that you are hoping to make a change with. If you are flirting with the idea of making a complete transition in your work, you are also going to be finding people and opportunities and propositions that will allow you to make one that is very smooth, but again, with Mercury, also quite expedient. So what's going on when it comes to your cards? Well, for your spiritual themes, you have the Star card upright and the Ten of Swords in reverse. And with the Star card upright, we are actually seeing that there is a beautiful shift coming to a lot of areas of your life in the form of new goal points or new destinations actually making themselves known to you. If you've been feeling like you've been in a bit of a holding pattern, there hasn't really been anything to sort of orient yourself towards when it comes to maybe a professional goal or something with your relationship or maybe travel plans, move plans, it can be kind of tough sometimes to actually get down and do the work of manifesting or do the work of, actually bringing a change forth into being and physicalization when we don't necessarily know where we are sending our energy or what we want to send our energy towards. But with the Star card upright, we actually see a light to orient ourselves towards. And so over the course of this next week, pay attention to things that show up that start pointing you in the right direction, especially if you've been feeling lost or if you've not necessarily found anything that seems to be hitting the mark or in alignment with where you are actually trying to take your life at this point. We also have the Ten of Swords in reverse, which is bringing you back to opportunities that maybe you had lost or had to sacrifice once upon a time. Because with the Ten of Swords reversed, we are actually bringing these things back to life and back into your life. Now, whether these were trips, whether these were certain passion pursuits, maybe they were actually friendships and connections or activities that you wanted to keep going, but again, you had to drop them. They had to come to an end for whatever reason. Again, it could have even been a sacrifice that you had to make. This is a time where you're going to be noticing you don't have to leave them in the past. Some of them may be showing up in new iterations of themselves, and some of them may be things that you are getting back on track with. As we get on to your material shifts when it comes to your work, your job, your finances, your practical affairs as it relates to maybe your living situation, you do have the Page of Wands in reverse. And with the Page of Wands in reverse, I am seeing, and we got another one here, of course. I have a lot of you, I've got like a lot of you Scorpio people getting your chance to quit something. With the Page of Wands reversed, I'm seeing a lot of you getting a chance to duck out or move on from something that you have been maybe carrying on as a practical compromise. Now, whether this is something you were doing because it was the only way to feel secure financially, or it was the only secure thing available at the time, or you didn't have a better alternative in mind. The Page of Wands reversed is actually saying this is going to be a week where not only might you be feeling a bit of the burnout, but you are also getting a lot of the signs and signals it's time for a trade out. And when we get to the Star card reversed, that trade out makes itself known. Now, it's important not to make any heedless or reckless decisions with this, but the Star card reversed is showing up here as an opportunity to commit or lock down or lock in the alternative that you're looking for, whether this is a financial priority, a professional priority. Some of you may be trading out projects, trading out roles, positions, services, entire jobs, maybe making some kind of big move in your field or income avenues. I am seeing with the Star card reversed, there is going to also be some very positive news as it relates to money or a move. But I do want to make a mention of right now with the Star card reversed, this is something that we are committing, kind of like making a reservation at a restaurant at this time. I do not feel like this is something that we want to necessarily, throw everything away for right away. Just get ready to start making room for it. A lot of the times with the Star card reversed, we get something locked in, we get something secured, and it doesn't really kind of completely substantiate in our experience for another week or so. So, of course, take this at a healthy pace. We also have some interesting drops going on as it relates to your community cards, friendships, right? The guys, the girls, your platonic support system, family and relatives. We've got the Two of Pentacles reversed and the Seven of Pentacles reversed. And with the Two of Pentacles reversed, I'm actually seeing, yes, something getting clipped from you that has actually bound you up. Now, this could be getting clipped by a friend or something getting clipped so that you are no longer tied down or that it's no longer eating up your time. It's been preventing you from growing. It's been preventing you from expanding. Or this may actually be something that is being relieved from your responsibility by another person, somebody maybe in your family or in your social support system offering to take something on so you don't have to necessarily go through with it anymore or keep doing it anymore. You're, again, getting relieved of responsibility and duty here. We also have at the Seven of Pentacles reversed, something getting dropped or something getting cleared. I feel like this might be something that you are doing. It's not something that's necessarily going to be done for you. And this has to do with something that you're choosing to actually release because it's not taking you where you want to go. This could actually be a group, or this could be something that you have maybe committed time to that you have counted on as being sort of a means to an end that maybe you took on with a friend, or maybe you set yourself up with your family. The Seven of Pentacles reversed is also dropping something that you have actually carried as a burden for your friend, for a friend, or maybe again something even from the past as it relates to your family or old issues that maybe we are still in some way paying for or carrying at this time. With the Seven of Pentacles reversed, we are also allowing that to be cleared, really lightening your load. As we get on to your challenges this week, you have the Fool card reversed and the Six of Swords upright. And with the Fool card reversed, I do want to mention that this is a week where a lot of you Scorpio people are going to have to pay attention to where there is such a thing as taking too small a step for change. And this may actually be where we have to look and see where certain initiatives that we've taken, certain samplings, where we may have been dipping the toe in to maybe a new journey, a new adventure we were trying to get on, is not far enough to go. And yes, the tarot will call us out sometimes. That's why I like using tarot. The thing about the Fool card reversed is that it's actually asking you to not necessarily take like a reckless leap or anything along those lines, but to actually be a bit bolder, especially when it comes to handling matters that you have constantly lost time, energy, and resources with due to being overly careful, overly self-protective, and overly conservative. The Fool card reversed is also indicating a need for you to keep an open mind and an open heart with things that you truly love that scare you, which may actually take us back to that Ten of Swords reversed, confronting these treasures that come back into our lives. We want to make sure that we're not afraid of them or confusing them with that which caused us to lose them in the first place. As we get on to the Six of Swords upright, this week, another challenge you may encounter is this need for a complete transition. Even though it may not feel like there is complete resolution or reconciliation with an old aspect of your life that you are leaving behind. You can't tie everything up in a neat little bow. And you can't fix it up so that it's absolutely perfect and flawless for other people. The Six of Swords as a transition card may actually indicate you needing to be brave enough to start cutting some things off. You know, letting go of being constantly available to that which is keeping your boat from leaving the harbor. And in a lot of cases with the Six of Swords, this transition may actually be something that gets underway as soon as you allow yourself to do something a bit more inwardly focused, not totally selfish, but something that is actually just for you. As we get on to your relationships with love and romance and partnerships, you've got the Page of Pentacles upright and the Seven of Wands in reverse. And when it comes to the Page of Pentacles upright, I am seeing a lot of you Scorpio people getting a really good opportunity to start building a strong bond with somebody in a way that does not feel quintessentially romantic or sensual or or intimate in that kind of way, because the Page of Pentacles has a bond that is being set through productivity, through more platonic experiences, whether it's through deep conversation, fun, or maybe even games, nerding out a little bit, possibly even over a mutual passion, such as a creative or spiritual or professional ambition. And this could be actually something that really breaks the ice with somebody new, or really sets a new layer of even stronger glue with somebody current. We also have, however, with the Seven of Wands reversed, a situation where we want to make sure that the energy that is going into our relationships is proportionate and is not actually getting knocked off balance, or maybe going too strong or creating conflict. And I feel like for a lot of you single Scorpio people, we're going to need to be mindful of people that could be coming on way too strong. Now, I do not feel like this is the Page of Pentacles person. I feel like this might be another option that you encounter this week if you're looking. Because with the Seven of Wands reversed, we do see somebody that may actually be looking for trouble in the way that they actually would pursue a romantic partnership. Now, whether it's coming on way too strong, getting overly attached in the very beginning, or just getting downright pushy, you don't really need to keep yourself open and available to that. The Seven of Wands reversed can often indicate a situation where you're getting the red flag up front. And I saw a really cool meme the other day that I shared on the Scarlet Moon Facebook page. A red flag, it's a warning, not a challenge. For those of you currently coupled, the Seven of Wands reversed indicates here you may find that a partner is applying way more intensity and energy to a matter than is actually necessary, and you may have to kind of help bring them back down to a more grounded state, because they may actually be hurting a cause that matters deeply to them, or pushing themselves further away from something that would actually make them happy by actually becoming overly aggressive. They may be fighting a losing battle and still not handling it well, or they may be fighting a winning battle, but it looks like if that were the case, it would still be a Pyrrhic victory. And we may be actually needing to help our partner, keep from alienating themselves or doing something that's actually going to damage or destroy the prize, that they are looking to get for themselves. In general or any further. And so just be prepared to be a different kind of supportive, because sometimes people really do need to, be shown like, look, if you keep this up, you're going to lose it all, even if you're winning. But I do think that, again, this can be helped. We just got to make sure we keep things in proportion. So that's what I've got for you, Scorpio. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.